Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be watching me from. How are we? Give me a like, give me a love, and give me a share. Press that love button. Show me the love for tonight's Nighttime with Nelly. Where are you watching me from? Where are you joining me from? Hello, Daniel Phelan and Jamie Louise. Hello, good evening, Aunty Nelly, says Jamie. Well, good evening. It is that time of the week. Let's try and make it a more regular occurrence. I have been busy doing other things elsewhere, so my apologies for my absence. Claire Clark says, I'm in Ashby de la Zouches. I love you so much, Nelly. You're a stunner, says Annie Sterling. Well, that's very kind. Hello, Emma Laking. Good evening, my gorgeous flower pots. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Lisa Hawkins says, I'm in Wiltshire. Hello, I am back for Nighttime with Nelly. And like I said, my apologies, I have been busy elsewhere. But here I am now, and that's all that matters. What is Nighttime with Nelly? I hear some people saying, what on earth has just popped up? What's this? This is an over 18 show only. It is an agony aunt show where people write into Aunty Nelly and she answers the questions. Over 18s only. There will be talk of a sexual nature and strong language throughout. Any advice I do give on tonight's show is purely for entertainment purposes. That's it. So if the end of your knob is a luminous green or you smell like Fleetwood Docs, get yourself to doctors. Tonight it's purely for entertainment purposes only. So what happens is people write into the page of the Dear Aunty Nellies. I read them out. No idea what we're going to read out. And then everything I say is just purely off the cuff. And we all help each other because flower pots like to join in and put their 2 pence in, which is lovely. You have been quiet, somebody said. I certainly have. I have had a lot of things going on in my personal life, and I have also had a very, very busy schedule. So once again, my absolute apologies for my absence, but I am here tonight for Nighttime with Nelly, and I will be here on Sunday for Sunday service. Here I am, I'm back in the house. Back in the room where no action happens. I've covered all the disclaimers. This is purely entertainment, over 18s only. If anybody comments on your comments with prize, giveaway, competition, inbox me. It's a scam, don't do it. So without further ado, shall we get going? Oh yeah, the hair, thank you very much. I have got lots of lovely comments on the new hair. I'm managing it a lot better than I was at first. The only thing I'll say when you go shorter is you've got to now like do your hair. You've got to do it. You can't just like throw it up in a bobble because it's not long enough to. So now in the morning, I actually have to like do shit with it. So hello Dee McCrystal, my darling. Lovely to see you online. So yeah, so in the morning now I have to like do shit with it, which is something that I'm not used to doing, but I'm giving it a go and I'm getting better. If you are sending me stars this evening, much appreciated. Thank you. Big, big, big thanks from me and, of course, from Facebook, who take most of the credit for them. Let's go, shall we? Yes, let's go. Dear Aunty Nelly. Oh, I have been with my boyfriend for 1.5 years and things seem to be going really well until recently. He seemed more withdrawn. Oh, he stopped sleeping over... Oh, hang on. He stopped sleeping and acting nervously. And I was concerned that he might have been cheating on me. But I asked to talk to him and we sat down and he said he had a confession to make. Oh, I love a bit of a confession. He said he stopped sleeping over at my house because he told me ever since he's been a child, he cannot sleep unless he's using a dummy. He says he's secretly addicted and finds he cannot sleep properly without one. That's why he's not been sleeping over. Oh, so he likes to suck on a door, grown man. He told me he loves the idea of being an adult baby. Oh, this is where it gets weird. I told him this is... I told him this. This isn't... This... When you actually write into me, right, I'm getting right clever now with, like, text talk, and I'm understanding certain slang that the kids use today, but this hasn't been wrote very well. Right, okay, so, got a boyfriend, stopped sleeping at her house, thought he was cheating on her, says to him, what the fuck's going on? And he said, I can't sleep at yours anymore because I can't get to sleep without sucking on a dodo. I've liked it since I was a child, and now I like the idea of being an adult baby. She said to him, I find that really fucking weird. And he said to her, I find what you've just said really cruel. And he made me feel really bad about it. But I just find it really creepy. Is it wrong that I'm angry? He didn't tell me this sooner. Would love your advice. Thank you so much. I think the fact that he finds a pacifier, as they say in America, a soothing thing to fall asleep to at night, I don't get that, but I kind of get that, because it's like oral, like the Freudian term. Obviously, we're deprived of one as a baby, or if he wasn't, did he turn to smoking as an adult? It's all that oral fallacy, isn't it? So, that is something that maybe, rather than sucking on a dodo to fall asleep, can he actually suck on a boiled sweet instead? I don't know. That's not really the red flag for me. The red flag for me is, and I really like to be an adult baby. I mean, where do we go from? All right, you can sleep over and suck on your dodo to go to sleep too. Well, next time I sleep over, how about you change me nappy? Do you know what I mean? Is he in the wrong for not telling you sooner? No. There's no right time, there's no wrong time, but you've gone along in your relationship and then you find this out. He sleeps over, meaning you've not yet made a commitment to live together. So I'd say if you find it fucking weird, it freaks you out, and it's not something you find attractive, just say, I don't want to stop your fantasies, I don't want to stop your kinks, you crack on, flower, but it won't be with me, because that's not for me. I'm not dissing you about it, I'm sorry if you think I'm cruel, but it's just not for me. I don't find it attractive. And I don't want you to stop doing what you're doing. And I don't want you to not do what you want to do. It just won't be with me. So as much as you like him, love him, whatever, you know, let him go off with love and kindness, with a bag of nappies, some baby wipes and a bok. Send him off down fucking road. You want a man. You want a man in your home, in your bed, in your life, a man who's strong and big and take care of you and don't have to suck on his fucking thumb, or a dummy to go to sleep. So, the only thing I want him sucking on is not a fucking dummy. So, moving on. What did you ask me, actually? Am I angry that he didn't tell me sooner? Well, don't we find out shit about folk? And then we just think, for fuck's sake. But I mean, how comfortable do we feel with people in relationships when we can be actually really, really honest and vulnerable? I wouldn't ever tell anybody on a first date that's what you like. Number 2. Dear Auntie, why does it say number 2? Oh, it's put numbers next to him. That's a bit posh, isn't it? Dear Auntie Nelly, my girlfriend is refusing to have sex with me because our new puppy likes sleeping on our bed. Oh, God, love it. He growls when I go to touch her. Well, at least it's the fucking dog growling and not her fucking growler, eh? We don't have kids, and Teddy, oh, he's called Teddy. Teddy is our child substitute. But what about me? I have fallen in love with a little chap, but my little chap is now suffering. I'm not prepared to be in a sexless relationship at the age of 32. Right, how long have you had little Teddy? How long has little Teddy been in your lives? Because, believe me, novelty will wear off, but your love for him won't, okay? So she's doing what she thinks is best and having that little baby on bed. And I'm saying baby because the puppies, but the babies, aren't they? They're your little fur babies. She'll have that puppy on that bed and it'll be all about him. And he's obviously took a shine to her and he's gone quite territorial and said, get off me, mummy. So I think what's important here is, how old is Teddy? How long has he been sleeping on your bed? Are you thinking about having him forever on your bed? And one thing I would say about relationships, just because you've got a child in your bed or a dog on your bed or a fucking cat or a fucking guinea pig, whatever it may be, does not mean to say that sexual relationship between a couple has to stop. Bed is not the only place you can have sex. Also, you need to make time for each other as a couple, as do people with small children. So she's giving her all the love and affection to little Teddy, and you're reaching over for a kiss and Teddy's thinking, off your foot, flower, she's mine, and I'm making you know that. So have that conversation with her and say, look, I absolutely adore Teddy. I know he's your substitute child, but, you know, I need a bit of me and you time. So how about we take Teddy on a big long walk round Res, pop him to bed, because little puppies sleep a lot, don't they? And me and you have some me and you time. I had some dear Aunty Nellies in the 4 years, maybe 5 years I've been doing this, where one lady couldn't have sex with the husband because she was frightened of the dog watching. So yeah, you've also got to get Teddy in a routine, as you do with babies. You know, he's going to keep growing, and I don't know what kind of dog he is, but he might be too big to sleep on your bed. So I think just have a little word and just say, look, as much as I love him, as much as you do, we need to get him into a bit of a better routine. Maybe get a dog bed in the bedroom, or, you know, make sure that Teddy's not actually coming between you. Okay, so God love him. I mean, Hartley Blue will be 10 in March, and the day we got him, I said to Olivia, we got him at 8-week-old, I said he's not allowed upstairs, he's not allowed in the bedrooms, you know, he's only allowed downstairs and in the kitchen and blah, blah, all that. I said all that. Of course you do. That's what you do, don't you? Start off with really good intentions. And that night, he were in bed with me. And he were allowed in every room at house. And, you know, because he's my little boy, my little baby boy. So, you know, but the novelty of that will wear off. I promise you, it's just early days. Enjoy your new little puppy. You know, you've got a life, haven't you? And he will have to fit in yours. But to him, you're his life. So, you know, that it just is what it is. God love him. Dear Aunty Nelly, I love my partner very much. Our sex life is great. But I would really enjoy having... Oh, hang on. I've got my very focal bifocals on, and sometimes they just don't connect right with screen. I love my partner very much and our sex life is great, but I would really enjoy watching her have sex with other better equipped men. When you say better equipped, what do you mean? Do you mean someone with a bigger cock, or do you mean somebody who's got a better toolbox than you, or a faster car, or a bigger pay packet? What do you mean by better equipped? Is it weird? Question mark. It's a bit weird, yeah. Spell check hasn't worked here. My manhood is normal sized and our relationship is good. But I know that if she does agree that this, he's not even asked her, that this setup might seem strange to some people. I haven't actually asked her yet. Do you think it might cause a problem? Right, so you have fantasies about somebody with a bigger cock fucking your missus, am I right? You know, just reading through the lines there. No, your spelling mistakes, which is fine because I'm getting used to stuff like that now, that my fucking Facebook thing, when it pulls messages through, it changes words, I'm sure it does. Right, so you want to watch someone with a bigger cock fuck your missus, am I right? And you think that that might be a bit weird, otherwise you won't say, is it weird? Yeah, it's a bit weird. Because when we're with somebody in a relationship and we're committed, you know, it's not something we set off to do. It's not that they're our property and nobody can touch them. That's not what I'm saying, but why would you find it a turn on knowing that somebody else can turn your missus on? Is that called cockhold or cuckold or cuckold or whatever it's called, where you like somebody fucking your missus because they've got a bigger cock? And the fact that you're writing into me and asking me if it's weird and then saying, if I ask her, will it cause a problem? I think it might cause a fucking problem if she's not that way out. If she's going out with you and she's committed to you and she's happy with you, what the fuck do you want her to fuck somebody else for? And does she want to fuck somebody else? I mean, and if she does, I mean, you could be opening up a big fucking can of worms there, Flower. It could be a case of she gets a bit of a taste of it and before you know it, she's fucking all fucking street and all neighbourhood and all your mates. I don't know whether you should actually do that. I think you should just keep it as a little bit of a fantasy. Maybe have a little bit of fantasy in the bedroom, a bit of play acting, a bit of role play. But I wouldn't try and get a bigger bloke to come round and sort your missus out. I think you should be able to sort her out just yourself in your own lovely way. Will it cause problems, you've asked? Yes. Am I weird? Is it weird? Yes. Moving on. Moving on. Better equipped. A better equipped man. Bigger balls, a bigger cock, bigger toolbox. A bigger shed. Men love the fucking sheds, don't they? They love, like, sheds. They're like, I've got Roy next door, he's got 2 sheds. Then we've got next door but one, Stephen, who's got a shed that's like a big fucking house that he watches football in. And then Ricky next door. It's like fucking shed wars on here. They've all fucking got sheds and they're always tinkering away in them, aren't they? Anyway, moving on. So, but out of them 3, I wouldn't know who were better equipped with the sheds, to be quite fucking honest. I wouldn't know whether it were Roy, Ricky or Stephen. Then again, I might say Stephen because his has got electricity in it and running water. I think he has a bar and a TV. Dear Aunty Nelly, my husband and I always talk about our sexual desires. Both of us often dress up during sex, which is fun. But he now wants me to dress up as a friend of ours. He wants to call me her name and for me to wear a red wig. Oh, here we go. As she's got red hair. I'm not sure what to think. Not sure what to think. I'm thinking that he wants to fuck your mate. Moving on. I'm thinking maybe he'd rather be sleeping with her. No shit, Sherlock. Then again, I should be glad he's not. How do you know he's not? And he's making do with what he's got. Me. Oh, what should I do? Well, you said me and my husband always talk about our sexual desires. Both of us often dress up during sex, which is fun. I mean, I'd find that quite fun because I'd quite like to dress up as probably the evil stepmother again out of Cinderella. That was one of my favourite parts to play and I loved my outfit. And he could dress up as like the Duke out of Bridgerton. I think that'd be quite exciting. But obviously you're not dressing up like that because it's night time with Nelly. It's over 18, so we'll get back in the room. He wants to call me her name and she wears a red wig. Right, so he's fantasising about fucking this mate you've got, innit? And when you say I should be happy because he's not actually fucking her, but he's pretending he is, how does that make you feel is what you've got to ask yourself when you're thinking that he's bringing it to life because it's a real person. It's not a pretend person like the Duke out of Bridgerton. Even though he's like a real person in real life, he's not really the Duke out of Bridgerton. It's just a party place. Do you know what I mean? So she's a real person that you know and you know her name and shit. So is that not making things a bit awkward? How does that make you feel to impersonate that person that you really know in real life and then him like fucking slother about on top of you and lollop about calling you her name? Number 2, why have you said he's just having to put up with me? Please, please, have some fucking respect for yourself. I'm sure you're absolutely fucking fabulous, Flower. And don't put yourself down and think, oh, he's only fucking me because he can't fuck her, so he's fucking like her off Wish, me with a red fucking wig on. It's how it makes you feel. If you've got no qualms about it and you don't mind, because it's a real person that you know in real life, then you crack on. But I'd feel a bit uncomfortable. I mean, if he wanted to say to me, right, Aunty Nelly, tonight I want you to be Jennifer Lopez, I mean, I wouldn't have to dress up much for that. But if he said, look, I really want you to dress up as Doreen from 4 Doors Down, I think that's a bit fucking odd. He's got obviously to go shine to have a Doreen. Do you know what I mean? So what should you do? What you should do really is assess your feelings first and think, how is this actually making me feel? Am I happy about it? Because if I started asking him to dress up as Dennis from Bread Shop at Corner, how would he feel about that, knowing that I know Dennis and he knows Dennis? And what does he think now when I go and get a loaf of bread? Does he think that I want to suck Dennis's cock because I've asked my husband to dress up as him? Do you know what I mean? That's what you've got to think. I think real people in fantasy land that you know in your life should be kept out the bedroom, because it just gets a bit fucking awkward. It can just get a bit nasty, can't it? There's nobody I know in real life that I would want to fuck or pretend to fuck or make somebody pretend to be. Dear Aunty Nelly, my boyfriend and I had a falling out. Oh, heck. He said that I am uptight. Oh. Unimaginative and boring in bed. This came out of nowhere. I asked him why he bothered to stay with me if I'm so disappointing. He said, "You're the best I can get right now." I'm now wondering if I am going to be replaced by someone better who's a sex goddess. Absolutely not, because I am off the shelf. I am now celibate, so he can't have this sex goddess. Jokes aside, she feels devastated. She's really upset and she's doing a cry. How dare he destroy my confidence like this? What do I do? Please help. Right, so you've had a bit of an argument and then he said, you're right fucking uptight you're unimaginative and you're boring in bed. So then you've said, well, I'll tell you what it fucking is then. If I'm that fucking boring, why the fuck are you with me? And he said, well, I'm only with you till something better comes along. To which I'd have said, well, I'll tell you what it is, Flower. You don't have to fucking wait. There's the door. Fuck off through it. Hashtag bye Felicia. Hashtag off your fucking fuck love. Because you're not that fucking clever yourself. 2 fucking pumps and a fucking chump. Fuck off. I wouldn't be with anybody because they were with me while something better come along. Because while you're with them, while they're waiting, you're not keeping that door open for something better for you. So if that's all he fucking thinks of you, fuck him off, sweetheart. Get him out your fucking life. And for somebody to make you then question your ability in the bedroom, I always say this, you're only as good as the person you're fucking. So if you're a shit shag, they're a shit shag. It's as simple as that. End of. Fucking get rid of him. You don't need people in your life like that, do you? Do you fuck? How dare he destroy your confidence? You're allowing him to. So the fact that you're staying with him, you are allowing this now to assist, not the right word. You are allowing these feelings. You've got to take responsibility of how you're feeling. You're feeling this because you're allowing him to knock your confidence. You've not faced up to it. You have not put closure on what he said. You've allowed him to get away with such a fucking horrible statement. Get rid of him. Get fucking rid. Okay. Dear Aunty Nelly, during sex, my boyfriend tried something new. Oh, where he put his dick and one finger in my pussy at the same time. Nobody likes a fucking show off, but it looks like we fucking got one. All right, okay. During sex, my boyfriend tried something new. He put his dick and one finger in my pussy at the same time. How do I tell him to keep doing it? Thanks. Right, so next time you're having sex, just say to him, like, do you know that time we had sex and you put your finger in my pussy with your dick? Will you do it again? Or if you're not as vocal as me and you're a bit shy, why don't you send him a cheeky little text and say, can't wait to see you tonight. I've been thinking about the last time we were having sex and you put your finger in my pussy with your dick. I loved that. Okay, moving on. Not very easy. I'm going to have to go to fucking opticians, me, because these very focal bifocals, they're not working. They're not working. You're supposed to do nodding dog to get like a bit of focus. If you, I can't drive at night now. nearly fucking 50. I cannot drive at night. Can't drive at night. Fucking night vision. Fuck me, pig. Can't see. Can't fucking see past my nose and it's quite big. Right, moving on. Let's try again. Dear Aunty Nelly, I love sex and I love my boyfriend. We have a great sex life, but I hate it when he touches, sucks, licks my nipples. Even when he does it casually. But how do you do that casually? What's casual about fucking licking and sucking and touching your nipples? Not very casual, is it? Or do you mean like just like he walks past you and does it? What do you mean? He tweaks a nipple while we're sitting on the couch together. I love when he touches or squeezing my boobs, right? But when he starts playing with my nipples, I start to feel uncomfortable. And if it goes on, I eventually start to cry. Oh, God in heaven. Right. Anything that is being done to you at all on your person that you may have consented to at the beginning, but then you feel uncomfortable, and especially if you start to cry, I'm going to say that you say stop. You say, no, please stop. I don't like this. I'm not feeling comfortable. So don't let him start playing with your nipples, sucking on your tits, licking, biting, whatever he fucking does casually, and then burst into fucking tears. Don't allow that behaviour. Anything that makes you feel a little bit awkward, a bit uncomfortable, you're not sure how you're feeling, stop it. Okay? We don't want anyone to cry in the bedroom unless it's crying with laughter, because sex should be fun. We should be absolutely having a great time. Sexual, I don't know what happened there, with our partners. Anything that makes us cry, whether it be in the bedroom or out of it, we stop immediately. We say no. And it's all right to stop them in the middle. I've done that often. I've had to stop people in the middle. Okay, so I eventually start to cry. It's not that my nipples are super sensitive. Oh, they're not. All right. In fact, I like touching them myself when I'm masturbating or in the shower. I'm not sure why it's so different for me when they're being touched by someone else. Right, have you thought about, right, him not touching your nipples or sucking them or licking them? Because maybe it's still have sex and still be intimate, but you touch your own breasts and you touch your own nipples if that's what you like during the act of sexual relations. But then if you don't feel uncomfortable touching your own and you don't make yourself cry, then you just do it to yourself and just say to him, listen, I don't know what it is, but when you do it, I just don't like it. I feel right uncomfortable. So I'm going to do it. I mean, don't do it like you're doing a fucking geography lesson. That'd be right boring. It's not very sexy what I'm saying to you, say. But I'll do it. And then, or even if he starts, just like move his head or move his hand and you do it instead. And he'll still enjoy that because boys love that. I'm not going to say boys because that sounds like I'm fucking Jimmy Savile. Men love that, don't they? The fact when you're in bed with him and you're pleasuring yourself. And I don't know why you cry when he touches your nipples. I don't know why you cry. Like I said, any advice I give on tonight's show or any show is purely for entertainment purposes. If you do feel like there's something bigger going on there, you've got a bit of a blockage, something happened to you, you've got issues, go and see a doctor and maybe they'll put you in touch with a real sex therapist, because that I am not. No, I am not. I eventually start to cry. I'd like to think that you stop in future. That's the advice I'll give you. Don't get to eventually. Just stop. Don't do that. And you like it when he tweaks your nipples. Well, let him tweak your nipples, but don't let him then suck them or flick them or bite them. This is the last Dear Aunty Nelly of tonight. Hasn't that been a quick show? In fact, before I read the last one, let's see who's watching. Have we got any shout-outs? Not many fucking Dear Aunty Nellies. I thought I'd have loads. Morning, says Kerry Flintham. Morning, Juliet Roos. Hello. Anybody for a shout out? And then I'll read last one and I'll fuck off. I'm watching an Egyptian film. Tell him Dad does it better, says Amanda Ford. Fucking hellfire. What's my brother saying now? Anything? All right, okay. So, Tracy Cox says, hello, it's me, hello. Amy Freeman says, big shout out, please. Vicky Campbell says, good evening. Sandra Billigan is watching. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Donna Louise. Shall I just, oh, Sarah Richardson. Hello, darling. Love all them hearts. Leslie Island, good evening. So don't forget, give me that like, give me that love, give me that share. Hello, Becky Fag. Good evening, sweetheart. Shall we get on with last one? Let's get on with fucking last one, shall we? Fucking sat here trying to read my fucking bad eyesight. Dear Aunty Nelly, I'm having trouble. Oh, work, you've come to the right place. Who wanted a shout out then? I've just seen you. Ali Anita, hello. Rachel Bodwich, thank you very, very much. And Richard Cheetham. Where are you, Ward? Ward, there you go. Right, dear Aunty Nelly, I'm having trouble. So, I'm having trouble in sexual thoughts about inanimate objects. Oh, this is a good one. I bought my dream sports car recently. It could be a fake though. Let's not forget we get false ones, don't we? I bought my dream sports car recently. I'm obsessed with it to the point that it's beginning to affect my relationship with my wife. Okay. I have been spending more time with my car than I have with her. Fucking hellfire. And she has started to notice. I love spending time cleaning its sleek, sexy bodywork. Hang on, I'm having trouble in sexual thoughts. Oh my God, he wants a shag car, doesn't he? I watched a Channel 5 programme years ago about that. Hang on. I'm 42, my wife is 40, we've been married 5 years. She has said things along the lines of, you treat that car like it's your mistress, which really turns me on. Oh God, he gets fucking hard on. I know the car is just an object and that it isn't normal for me to feel this way. But I love her as though she is my woman. How can I get over these feelings and rekindle my relationship with my wife? Well, I'd say put the fucking chamois leather down and go and fuck your wife instead of fucking exhaust pipe. You'll burn your fucking cock off. It's an health and safety issue, is this? But it's not abnormal. I didn't know it were a thing until years ago. There was something on Channel 5. I bet it's on YouTube if you fucking search it. And there were a fella on there who met up with another fella and they both used to shag the cars. And then this fella got up at night, documentary, it's a true documentary, and he went and shagged the other fella's car and they had a fallout. Then there were a woman who were in love with Eiffel Tower and she went and fucking married it and were fucking humping it. While there were people fucking tourists going up and down stairs. There were another woman who fucking married Berlin Wall. There were another woman who were in love with a fucking fence. It is a true thing. It's not right, is it? And you know it's not right. And your poor wife is saying, you fucking love that car that much that you're ignoring me. You might as well fucking marry that. And rather than you going, oh, shut up. You know, of course I love you. It's only a bloody car. But yeah, I do. I love it. It's my dream car. You're actually getting a fucking hard on about it. That's not right. That is worrying. So I think you're going to have to just step away a little bit from the car because I think you've got a little bit of an addiction. So put that chamois leather down, spend a bit more time indoors with her indoors and show her a bit of love and affection. She won't for 1 minute think that you want to shag your car because people wouldn't normally think that. If your partner's in garage and they're cleaning car and fucking waxing it, wax on, wax off or whatever they fucking do, they won't be thinking he's fucking shagging car. But I also advise you not to. Especially if you just took it on a country road because exhaust will be still quite hot. So yeah, don't shag your car, shag your wife, okay? And if you do feel that this obsession, honestly, joking aside, is taking over your life, whether this is a real Dear Aunty Nelly or not, I don't know, go and see somebody about it because I'm not saying it's normal, it's abnormal. I'm not saying any of that. The only thing I ever say, we never talk about, we never do, is children and animals. But it's not normal to want to shag a car, is it? It's not actual, normal, sexual behaviour. that we're deemed to experience. So I would go and speak to somebody if it continues. But have a little break from the sports car, get back indoors, sort her out, have a nice meal, bit of a date night, try and fall in love with your wife again. And yeah, just use the car for what it's been built for, driving. Yeah. And that's been your Dear Aunty Nellies for this evening. I hope you've enjoyed them as much as I have. I think it's been quite a good comeback show. And I'll see you on Sunday with Sunday Service. If you have any Dear Aunty Nellies, please keep writing into the page for Nighttime with Nelly or for Sunday Service or for your review requests. I've done quite a lot of filming lately, so there's quite a few reviews coming out. Somebody just said turn your volume down. Absolutely not, Flower. If you don't fucking like it, fuck off. My page, my rules. And on that note, I'm fucking off myself and going watching that Egyptian show found on Netflix. Good night and God bless. And if I don't see you at week, I'll see you on Sunday. Take care, flower pots.